Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Begin with the heart. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Begin with the heart. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Begin with the heart.
Good morning. Welcome to the First Unitarian Fellowship of Nanaimo. Our mission is to create spiritual connection and bring compassion, discovery, and social justice to life. My name is Catherine Walker, and I'm your service leader this morning. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. Please take a moment now to silence or turn off your cell phones. Okay, let's say hi to everybody on Zoom. So if you turn around and look at the frog and wave, and then if you quickly turn and look up here, you can see everybody. Whatever your hopes, dreams, or aspirations, whatever your race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, whatever makes you who you are welcomed, warmly welcomed here. In keeping with our Unitarian Universalist aspiration of radical inclusion, we invite you to share your pronouns as well as your name when introducing yourself, if you are comfortable doing so. We are grateful for a diversity of voices on Sunday mornings, and our services vary from week to week. Our service is between 60 and 75 minutes long. If this is your first time with us, a very special welcome to you. If you are joining us online for the first time, please consider sharing your contact information with us. You can share it with the host by going to the chat icon at the bottom of your screen. We'd love to welcome you to our community. We do have a website, ufon.ca, and invite you to check it out for more detailed information about who we are, the services we offer, and how you can connect with us. And we have all our past services on there if you want to look at something you missed. Land acknowledgement. We acknowledge today that we meet on the traditional territory of the Snuneymuxw First Nation. As Unitarians, we are committed to the work of reconciliation required to address the harm done to all Indigenous peoples and their cultures by non-Indigenous peoples. We have much to learn from the Indigenous perspective, including that the earth is the source of all life and that our responsibility is to honor and care for it. And now it's announcement time. It's time to mark your calendars. You won't want to miss the next town hall, February 15th at 12:30 p.m. This town hall is called Money and a Movie. We'll be showing a short film by the National Film Board, as well as giving you an update on fellowship finances. As this is the day after Valentine's, we encourage you to bring snacks that are colored red, white, or pink to celebrate. And I'd also like to thank everyone who is paying attention to the fragrance-free signs on the doors. And it is a journey to switch your personal care products to fragrance-free. I acknowledge that. That's why I've got fuzzy hair this morning, because I haven't quite found a gel with no fragrance. Because apparently when you go into a drugstore, all the women's personal stuff, the whole point is to smell a certain way. So it's hard to find. Anyway, I'm still working on that. And water kind of works. To find out about all special events, groups, and meetings taking place in the hall, you can go to the calendar on our website. You can read the weekly email sent to you on Friday, and Brenda can sign you up for that at the back if you don't have it, if you don't get it. Or you could check out the large whiteboards in the hall by the washrooms. Let us now enter into sacred time. This morning we are thrilled to have our own famous Tony Turner as musician for our service. I went to his concert last night. It was amazing. Tony will lead us into worship through music.
Thank you. Here's a song by Iris Dement. Everybody's wondering what and where they all come from. Everybody's worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. I don't know, one knows for certain, and on it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say we're on, sorry. Some say once you're gone forever, and some say you're gonna come back. Some say you rest in the arms of a Savior if in sinful ways you lack. Some say we're coming back in a garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Everybody's wondering what and where they all come from. Everybody's worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say they're going to a place called glory, and I ain't saying that's a fact. But I heard I'm on the road to purgatory, and I don't like the sound of that. I believe in love, and I live my life accordingly. I choose to let the mystery be. Everybody's wondering what and where they all come from. Everybody's worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Think I'll just let the mystery be.
Welcome to this place of reflection, fellowship, and inner growth. I'm Reverend Ashley, and it is my honor to serve as your minister here. As we enter into this time of sacred awareness, I invite you to rest. Rest in this moment with an open heart. Simply let the present be as it is. Our chalice lighting today comes from Sarah Eileen Lawal. Out of the flames of fear, we rise with courage of our deepest convictions. To stand for justice, inclusion, and peace. Out of the flames of scrutiny, we rise to proclaim our faith, with a hope to heal a fractured and hurting world. Out of the flames of doubt, we rise to embrace the mystery, wonder, and awe of all there is and all that is yet to be. Out of the flames of hate, we rise with the force of love. Love that celebrates our shared humanity. Out of the flames, we rise. Please rise as you're willing and able, and join in hymn number 1003, Where Do We Come From? The words will be up on the screen.
Okay, we're going to try this in 4 different parts. We're kind of a small group today, but I'm going to try to lead you in 4 parts. And Ruth, I'm moving to the handheld, or the lapel right now. Can you hear me? Let's try this. Maybe you got an F? No, I got the, yeah. Yes. Where do we come from? Where are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we? Where are we going? 2 more times. Where do we come from? Where are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we? Oh, okay. Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Let's go back to the, where are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Thank you. Okay. Save it.
I don't think we have any kids today, so I will read the story without inviting anyone forward, but anyone wants to sit up there. And I might struggle with this a little bit. I sprained my finger, so I'm trying to do things a little bit clumsily. But the book I have today is called I Am One, A Book of Action. I don't know if you've heard this one before. It's by Susan Verde. How do I make a difference? It seems like a tall order for one so small. But beautiful things start with just one. One seed to start a garden. One stroke to start a masterpiece. One note to start a melody. One step to start a journey. One brick to start breaking down walls. And I can speak one gentle word to start a conversation. I can use my one soft voice to start a friendship. I can perform one act of kindness to start a connection. I can share one tender hug to start caring. I can light one candle to start leading the way. I can make one drop in the water. To start ripples that become swells, then waves. Traveling over oceans, across borders and boundaries. Landing on distant shores. To start a chain reaction, inspire a movement, make a change. I am one, and I can take action. We are each one, and we can take action. One by one, we can make a difference. Because one is all it takes to start something beautiful.
We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our hearts as you go. Nous vous entourons d'amour éternel et toujours. Que vos cours soient en paix pour toujours. Cultivons l'étincelle jour après jour. Nous vous entourons d'amour pour toujours.
It's time for the offering. Charla and Nuria will pass around the baskets. For those here with us for the first time, your presence is your contribution. You do not need to contribute cash. Those online can go to our website and click the big blue donate button on the homepage to give. To help the wider community, half of all cash donations will be given to our charity of the month. The charity of the month for February and March is the Community Circles Restorative Justice Society. The CCRJS is a nonprofit organization based in central Vancouver Island, dedicated to promoting restorative justice practices that focus on healing and accountability, such as mediation and healing circles. And all their services are totally free, and I've gotten to know some of them, and they're really amazing people. Hang on, I just lost part of my script on the computer, but that's fine. If you want your donation to go to them, you have to write on, if you're online, write on your check or email or transfer that it's for the charity of the month. Okay, thank you.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
We are a community that seeks to be present to one another, especially in times of great joy or sorrow. Now is the time in our service when we make space to listen deeply to significant losses and milestones. If you're in the sanctuary, I invite you to come up here. We'll turn the mic this way and share your name and your joy or your sorrow. As you share, place a stone from this bowl into the bowl of water. Sorrows spoken and unspoken, and we hold in our hearts all that has been shared today. And I invite you to join in a moment of silence for prayer or meditation as you are called.
concern, we witness and learn and grow together in love. And grow together in love.
Today's reading comes to us from Danielle Koch Balfour. What do I do with all of this terrible news? Today, I will let it inflate my capacity to love. I will allow my heart to expand beyond what it's grown accustomed to. My love will know no bounds. I will flood this new space with their stories, their cries, their songs, and in response, will do what love requires. I will go where love sends me. I will bring love back home. I will stay soft and tender and pliable. I will let this swelling heart make something new out of me. Tony will lead us in our next song. Please rise in body or spirit as you are able. It's hymn number 131, Love Will Guide Us.
Love will guide us, peace will tide us, hope will tide us, we'll lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you cannot sing with angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, then you live from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us, will lead the way on the road to greed to giving. Love will guide us through the dark.
Two days after the presidential inauguration in 2017, I preached a sermon about the need for Unitarian Universalists to be prophetic. Someone stormed out, which was okay with me. If you don't risk social disapproval to tell the truth when it's still safe, later on you might have to risk much more. I told the congregation that prophecy isn't some kind of magical power or miraculous achievement, but simply telling the truth about what is possible. And it also isn't some unique calling reserved for special people. It's very ordinary, even if it is difficult. We are all called. And I said that the future of our country did not depend on any political leader, but rather what each of us did next. People of conscience can speak as prophets before tyranny takes hold or die martyrs fighting it afterwards. In that sermon, I referenced the play Angels in America, which is set among gay men in the midst of the AIDS epidemic before AZT. Its protagonist speaks of living past hope. He speaks about watching so many die of AIDS and yet wanting more life. Somehow finding hope by living past hope. In the continued desire for life after hope, there is hope. The play begins with him, like all good prophets, refusing his calling by telling the angel to leave him alone. It ends with him blessing the audience or the world with more life. It's a way to express his prophecy, which somehow in the midst of tragedy and destruction is hope. In the years surrounding the Holocaust, theologians and philosophers became increasingly interested in life after hope and making meaning in times of despair. Existentialism grew in popularity, and people spoke about the death of God, by which they meant the death of belief in God, by a world that couldn't square what happened with a world guided by benevolence. And the 2020s have seen a revival of that. Stoicism and existentialism seem to be the popular philosophy of the day now. No reason. You'll also hear people joke. I think I died of COVID and this is hell. Or, I don't like this timeline. Imagining an escape to a whole different reality. Because in this timeline, we're living past hope. Colonialism has turned inward. Oppression has expanded. If global democracy is going to be established, if climate change is to be dealt with, it will be through efforts bigger than anything we've ever seen. It's too late now for many of the prophecies of destruction that good people were sounding for most of our lifetimes. The purpose of those warnings was to prevent. They came out of hope that a tragedy could be avoided, and there's a lot that can't be prevented now. But that doesn't mean hope is dead. Now is the time that we turn to what some have called revolutionary optimism. All people of conscience are still called to be prophets, but not prophets of doom, prophets of hope. Hope even beyond hope. There's a saying in my Buddhist lineage, take all things onto the path. In other words, all of the things we think of as obstacles to peace and compassion and the so-called spiritual path are the path itself. It's not just the mountaintop moments and the experiences of peace and serenity, it's the frustration and the challenges and even despair. We think things are good and bad, and we make up all kinds of stories. But ultimately, we choose the meaning of suffering in our lives. We don't choose the suffering, but we have the power to choose what it makes of us. If we are determined that we will use whatever happens, whether good or bad, any suffering, any harm to ourselves or others, to grow our capacity to love and our determination to take loving action in the world, then we give all things purpose. We honor the suffering of others and we make use of our own pain. Suffering, despair, anger, helplessness, horror, all of it becomes the path to greater love. This is not easy, but it is the ultimate form of hope. Another world is possible, and we can't ever let that go. Ultimately, time will have the upper hand. History is a very long story, and no single moment in it will define the meaning of that story. We choose to believe that love will prevail, and that our choices can be part of that victory. But hope beyond hope is an inoculation against despair, no matter what the circumstances. We decide what our purpose is in the world. And if our purpose is to bring more love and to relieve suffering, even the worst can only break our hearts open. Every terrible thing we witness and experience is the spark for transformation. Our own suffering deepens our compassion for others, and the suffering of others challenges us to extend our care beyond the borders of what we thought was possible. There is no evil that is greater than our capacity to love. When we see a father carry his children in pieces, more love. When we see people brutalized, more love. When the most aggressively stupid people, seemingly lacking in any extraordinary qualities beyond sadism, have so much power and so little apparent humanity to empathize with, more love. For their victims, of course, but also for them. They live in a prison of their own making. All of it can be the seed of more love. And it's faith that gives us the roadmap to making this a reality. It's important to commit internally to allowing love to transform us, but this is a practice, not a single decision. We choose it again and again, every moment of every day. We let our joys strengthen us and connect to what is possible, the freedom and happiness that is everyone's birthright, and we let our frustrations and difficulties connect us to the pain of others. And a community that supports us in this commitment is part of the scaffolding that strengthens our resolve and keeps our internal compass pointed in the right direction. What does more love look like? I think each of us can only answer that for ourselves. It is particular to each life. Some of us may need to extend more care to ourselves to address past trauma, while others may need to learn to take action for others and abandon selfish habits. Some may need to take some time for solo contemplation, while others need to get out into the world and learn patience by dealing with some irritating humans. Some may be in a stage or a situation where they can take greater risks than others, or have different choices available to them. And we all have different gifts to offer. But we can support each other in building the practice of love. So it becomes natural for us to respond to every situation by expanding our hearts, using the many contemplative practices and compassion practices that so many people across time have developed to do that work. Being a community that holds space for each other to transform, showing up for each other. Sometimes it's an internal process, sometimes an action. The internal process is what gives us the wisdom to act well. But always, more love, more love, more love. The way to have hope beyond hope, to wish a blessing of more life on a besieged world, is to live into the blessing of more love. This is how we don't wish for another timeline. Don't believe that wonder and meaning are dead. Don't make a joke of nihilism and despair. This is how revolutionary optimism takes root. More life, more hope, more love. May it be so.
Okay, in the spirit of Ashley's words, let's all sing together and clap. This song called This Joy. It goes like this. Let's try. Yeah, oh yeah, wise as you are willing and able. And let's sing this. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Strength. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Love. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This world I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, what a good love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world didn't take it away. Pride, this pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world can't give it, the world can't take it away. Peace. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh yeah. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Joy. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. All this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Yeah, baby, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Thanks for clapping and singing.
May you be blessed with more life, more hope, and more love. Go forth and be a blessing.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. We are nearing the end of our service. After we sing Carry the Flame, you have the opportunity to join a social group. There are breakout rooms available online for the next 30 minutes. If you want to join an online breakout room, stay online and the host will put you there. We will have refreshments and conversation in the hall. I want to take a minute to thank the many people who have given their time and energy to make today's service so wonderful. The Sunday Services Committee, the audio-visual team, Tony, the greeters and offering collectors, those at the welcoming table, the kitchen volunteers who come early and stay late for cleanup, those who brought food and flowers, and Reverend Ashley for her powerful reflection today. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. We'll now sing our final song, Carry the Flame. The words are on the wall in the hall. Our custom is to stand and hold hands or touch elbows.
Shall see